Show the tape if we're getting body checked. This is a game the other day, and she, I mean, that was pretty deliberate. And look at the other girl on her team coming over. Okay.
And it's not always racism when black people hip check them either.
I mean, men will fight from two teams, but when somebody checks you on who's on your team, you defend that guy.
Have you ever felt like you didn't belong somewhere, even though you should? That's exactly what Caitlin Clark is going through right now in the WNBA. It's like being the new kid at school, except you're also the star quarterback everyone's talking about. Imagine scoring 40 points a game, but still feeling like an outsider. That's Clark's reality. The league that should be rolling out the red carpet for her is instead making her feel unwelcome. Why? Because she doesn't fit their idea of what a WNBA star should be. It's a situation that's got everyone talking, and it might just change women's basketball forever. Let's talk about Caitlin Clark's arrival in the WNBA. It was like a supernova exploding on the basketball scene. This rookie sensation had everyone talking before she even stepped on the court. You know why? Her college stats were absolutely insane. We're talking about a player who averaged 31.6 points, 7.1 rebounds, and 8.9 assists per game in her final year at Iowa. That's not just good, that's video game numbers. So when Clark got drafted by the Indiana Fever, everyone thought she'd dominate from day one. I mean, how could she not? She was breaking records left and right in college. But here's the thing, the WNBA isn't college ball. It's a whole different beast. Now, don't get me wrong, Clark's still putting up solid numbers. She's averaging around 18 points per game, which is pretty impressive for a rookie. But it's not the smooth sailing everyone expected. You want to know what's really throwing her off? The physical defense. These WNBA veterans aren't playing around. They're bumping, pushing, and making Clark work for every single point. And you know what's even crazier?
And there's race. There's a lot of going on here. I mean, men will fight from two teams, but when somebody checks you on who's on your team, you defend that guy. Yeah. Women are catty. The league is very lesbian, and she's not.
Some players seem to be targeting Clark more than usual. It's like they've got a bullseye on her back. Every time she touches the ball, there's someone right there, all up in her space. Is this normal rookie treatment? Maybe, but it feels like there's something more going on here. Clark's not taking it lying down, though. She's been vocal about her frustrations, especially with the officiating. In a recent post-game interview, she said, "I'm getting hammered out there, and the refs are swallowing their whistles." That's some strong words from a rookie, but can you blame her? When you're used to getting superstar calls in college, this must feel like culture shock. But here's the kicker. Despite all these challenges, Clark's impact on the WNBA is undeniable. Ticket sales are through the roof. The Indiana Fever's home opener, sold out. TV ratings, sky high. It's like Clark brought a whole new audience to women's basketball overnight. You'd think Clark's popularity would make her the darling of the league, right? Wrong. Instead, she's facing hostility from an unexpected source. The reason behind this tension could change the face of women's basketball forever. Normally, when a rookie superstar joins a team, it's all high fives and group hugs. But for Caitlin Clark, it's more like she walked into a freezer. Her teammates are giving her the cold shoulder, and it's got everyone scratching their heads. What's going on here? Enter Bill Maher with a bombshell that's got everyone talking. He's saying it's not just about basketball, it's about race and sexuality. The WNBA is mostly black and lesbian, and Clark, she's white and straight. It's like she showed up to a party in the wrong outfit, and now everyone's giving her the side eye. But wait, there's more. Some players seem to be green with envy over Clark's instant fame. She's got endorsement deals, her jerseys are flying off the shelves, and the fans can't get enough of her.
And it's not always racism when black people hip check them either.
There's also a racial element to this. We can't deny that. And I have Charlemagne on next week. I'm going to talk about it with him. So I'll get you off the hook.
Meanwhile, some veterans who've been grinding for years are feeling left out in the cold. This isn't just your run-of-the-mill team drama. It's exposing some deep-rooted issues in the WNBA. The league's been pushing for diversity and inclusion for years, but now it seems like they might have overcorrected. They wanted to create a space where everyone feels welcome, but did they accidentally create an environment where someone like Clark feels like an outsider? And get this, it's not just her teammates giving her a hard time, The whole league seems to have it out for Clark. Remember that hip check from Chennedy Carter? Maher thinks that's just the tip of the iceberg. He's saying if this was men's sports, Clark's teammates would be rushing to defend her. But in the WNBA, crickets. It's like Clark's caught in the middle of a perfect storm. On one side, you've got the established WNBA culture that's been years in the making. On the other, you've got this rookie phenom who's bringing in a whole new audience and changing the game. Something's gotta give. And right now, it looks like Clark might be the one feeling the squeeze. As if the locker room tension wasn't enough, now Clark's facing an invisible opponent on the court. The whistle's blowing, but something doesn't sound right. What's really going on when the refs step onto the hardwood? Let's talk about Caitlin Clark's smooth moves on the court. You'd expect her to be gliding past defenders, right? But instead, she's getting roughed up like a pinball in a machine. It's wild. Clark's known for her finesse, but these WNBA games are turning into street fights. And guess what? The refs seem to be looking the other way. Now here's where it gets crazy. Clark's getting called for fouls left and right, but her opponents? They're getting away with murder out there. It's like the refs have two different rule books, one for Clark and one for everyone else. Bill Maher's even suggesting there's a conspiracy to make Clark's life harder. Can you believe it? Imagine this. Clark's driving to the hoop, she gets clobbered, and nothing. No whistle. But then she breathes on another player, and boom, foul on Clark. It's happening so often that fans are starting to notice. They're not just mad, they're furious. Social media is blowing up with clips of missed calls and phantom fouls. You know what's really wild? Bill Maher dropped this bomb. He said there are more phantom fouls called on her than you'd see in a bad ghost movie. That's harsh. But is he onto something? Are the refs really turning a blind eye when Clark gets hammered? And it's not just talk. Remember that game against the Chicago Sky? Clark got hip-checked by Chennedy Carter. It was so obvious, even my grandma could have called that foul from her living room. But the refs? Crickets. It's like they're wearing blindfolds when it comes to Clark. Fans are losing their minds over this. They're crying foul, saying Clark's being targeted unfairly. And you know what? They might have a point. When a star player like Clark is getting this kind of treatment, something's gotta give. While fans are up in arms about Clark's treatment on the court, an even bigger battle is raging online. Twitter's exploding with more than just highlight reels, and it's pitting WNBA veterans against Clark's new army of supporters.
Show the tape of her getting body checked. This is a game the other day, and that was pretty deliberate. And look at the other girl on her team coming over. I'll just say, it's not always racism when a white person succeeds. See, if this was men, they defend each other on their same team.
Is this the controversy that finally breaks women's basketball wide open? You know how they say social media is a double-edged sword? Well, Caitlin Clark's experiencing that firsthand. Her popularity has brought a tidal wave of new fans to women's basketball. That's great, right? More eyeballs, more ticket sales, more everything. But here's the kicker. Some WNBA players are saying these new fans are causing major problems. Let's talk about Alyssa Thomas. She's been in the league for 11 years, seen it all. But this season, she's saying she's faced more racism than ever before. That's huge. Thomas isn't just talking about a few mean tweets, she's claiming there's a whole new level of hate coming her way. And she's pointing the finger at Clark's fan base. And Thomas isn't alone. Angel Reese, remember her? The one who had that viral moment with Clark in the NCAA championship? She's not holding back either. Reese is calling out Clark's fans directly, saying she's getting racist threats and comments. It's like the arrival of Clark opened up some kind of Pandora's box of online hate. Now Clark's trying to distance herself from all this drama. She's saying the real fans, her true supporters, aren't the ones spewing hate. In a press conference, she said, "These aren't my real fans. They're just trolls trying to create negativity around my success." But is that enough? Can Clark really wash her hands of what her fans are doing? This whole situation is creating a divide that's bigger than basketball. On one side, you've got the established WNBA culture that's been fighting for recognition for years. On the other, you've got this influx of new fans who are changing the conversation, for better or worse. It's like two different worlds colliding, and the impact is shaking the very foundation of women's basketball. So here's the deal. Caitlin Clark's looking at Europe, and it's not just about the money. It's like she's trying to escape all this WNBA drama. Can you blame her? The league wanted to be all-inclusive and diverse, right? But now their biggest star feels like she doesn't fit in. Talk about a plan backfiring. Think about it. The WNBA's been pushing for diversity so hard, they might have pushed Clark right out the door. And you know what's crazy? This could be just the beginning. If Clark leaves, who's next? Will other stars follow her lead? The WNBA's at a crossroads now. They've got to figure out how to keep their stars happy without losing sight of their values. It's like trying to juggle while riding a unicycle. One wrong move, and everything comes crashing down.